In this short video, we're going to show how to take a still picture of a video, put some stuff on that still picture, just do some image manipulation. We're actually going to use Snagit. You could use Photoshop or anything else. And then we're going to overlay that image on top of the video to make it look like it was actually there to begin with. So to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, I've reduced this down into 1024 by 768 so you can see it. In a minute I'm going to actually explode the page and then I'll zoom in on different parts because this is totally unusable at 1024 by 768. So we're looking at my instructional video. I'm going to move the playhead a little bit, and you notice that here as I go forward, I'm just going to play it and you'll see the transitions happening on this particular carousel that I'm demonstrating. So I'm starting playing now. Notice I've got action, I've got carousels moving, it's still moving. So now nothing is happening. So in this nothing is happening space, I'm actually going to want to put something. Okay, the nothing is happening ended. So from right here, where that record head is, and I'm just going to put a temporary mark there, to right here, let's see, so this was magenta, 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 magenta. So from right there to right there, right in that area, you can see it down here, I'm going to want to stick in a still image, and I'm going to put some text on it. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to hit this little camera button right here, and it's going to take a still shot, and I'm going to say this is the magenta overlay. It doesn't really matter what I call it, but I'm going to call it the magenta overlay. Then I'm going to go down here into my asset manager, and I'm going to try to import that. So I say import, and let me zoom my file explorer so you can see where I stick stuff. So I actually I'm sticking stuff in my images directory. I already had set that. So there it is, called magenta overlay. Here it is. It's right there in my asset manager. So if I right click on this and I say edit original, I wish I knew Photoshop, because if I did I would edit it in Photoshop, but I know Snagit, which actually works pretty well. So I'm going to drag this thing into Snagit so you can kind of see what I'm doing. And what I'm going to do, let me see if I can make this so at least we can see it a little better. Just for the purpose of this demo, I'm going to highlight this thing that says EXT carousel, and I'm going to point an arrow to it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to a little highlight field. So there I did. I'm just simply highlighting it. I'm going to save that. And now, if you kind of see carefully, it's actually in there. You'd see this really nicely at full screen. I'm going to take this asset and I'm going to drag it on top of my timeline. See if I can drag it right there, top of my timeline. And I'm going to actually grow this. I lied about expanding it, but I'm just trying to do this so I don't have to shrink it down. But I'm going to drag this thing right here. Let me edit undo so you can see it again. I'm going to take this image and I'm going to drag it right there to the timeline. And by default, it actually put it right between the two marks, which is where I want. Now watch what happens when I play this. So when I come down here and I move my playhead, see now this on the regular video. Watch, it starts playing regular video. Oh, look, there's my annotation with the yellow. And so the user doesn't realize anything was happening because nothing was happening there anyway, and we just jump right in. So you can see that I've made it look like I've put annotation on it. Of course, nothing is happening while this annotation, but nothing was happening there before anyway. So it was a perfect place to put it in an animation. Just saying. Thanks for listening.